Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, all praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Chakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom, true brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting the good fight of faith. Lord willing, we have found that number to be delivered. All right. So there's been a going theme, as of late, this whole why I left the Hebrew Israelites and why I'm no longer and so on and so forth. And I want to particularly focus in on this cat here who professes himself to say, why I'm no longer a Hebrew Israelite. And a lot of people don't realize, man, again, this isn't about you. This isn't about you. These men and women, they choose to make these videos explaining why they left. Nobody gives a shit why you left. All right? You ain't taking nothing from this truth, and you ain't adding nothing to the truth. So nobody gives a shit why you left. And as a matter of fact, it's probably a good goddamn riddance that you're gone. Because every time somebody leaves, they got something nasty to fucking say. Some bullshit. All right? So I'm going to get a couple scriptures. But first, let me go here, right? And these are just a few of the videos that have popped up. Why I left the black Hebrew Israelites. The black Hebrew Israelites aren't the true Jews. Hebrew Israelites can't answer this question. Hebrew Israelite is a cult. Why I'm no longer Hebrew Israelite. Why I left the Hebrew Israelites, part 1, big man, blah, blah, blah. Why I left the Hebrew Israelite church. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. All right? Why I left the Hebrew Israelites, brother Yashalam. It just goes on and on and on. Everybody wants to tell their story. Nobody gives a shit about your story. No one cares about your story. Nobody cares who you are. If you're gone, good riddance. You was never a part of the hopeful elect. Get out of here. All right? Start off with Hebrews 3 and 12. It says, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. All right? So that's why you leave. You leave because there's an evil heart of unbelief in you. All right? This word has gone out throughout the four corners of the earth. It's already out there. And all you who don't believe, you can't sit there and say you took it upon yourself to come to this conclusion. The Lord got rid of your ass. All right? The Lord got rid of you, and it was only for a short time that you came into this thing. And now the Lord's going to pay you a visit, a kind of visit you wouldn't be looking forward to. All right? But because you didn't believe, and most of these people that make these, why I left videos. Oh, I left because I don't believe, and they were a cult and all this, it's just a bunch of bullshit. But good. Get out of here. The Lord don't want you. The Lord don't need you. All right? Continuing on, Matthew 13 and 17. It says, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. All right? So you people were once enlightened with the most gratifying gift that a person can receive in this kingdom. All right? Knowing who you are, knowing and coming to the understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the names, right? Knowing that you are a chosen people of the Lord, all right? Knowing that the Lord is coming back to fight for you. These are all the things that you have learned. And now, more so now that the prophecies are coming to pass, you know how many men throughout history whose blood has been shed, Israelites back in the ancient times, whose blood has been shed, but not having the understanding of what the visions were that they saw back at that time, or some of the things the Lord revealed unto them back at that time. But now the Lord has given it unto us. All right? And the bulk of you demons want to take it and make it seem like it's just some fairy tale, like it ain't real. Well, you're gonna find out real soon, man. You're gonna find out real soon. All right. Job 12:16. It says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceive and the deceiver are his. And this is what the Lord has done. The Lord has deceived you to such a degree where you believe the shit that you're saying, talking about I'm not a Hebrew Israelite, and you believe that to be a sound, judgment call. You see? So here's the bonus question. Here's the bonus question I have. If you no longer subscribe to Hebrew Israelite, being a Hebrew Israelite, then what's your nationality? What do you consider yourself at this point? Does it default back to the nigga that you was before you came into the truth? You get to run the gamut? You get to go back into the world? All right? Because that's the only thing that you're gonna have that you're gonna have is to go back into the world and reestablish yourself back into the world. When you see these guys who leave the truth, the first thing they do is they shave. All right? Then they get the lineup. Then they're like this cat here, you see here, he'll shape your beard up all kinds of crazy. That's the first thing you people do when you go back into the world. And that's just a tall tale sign to let people know that you love this kingdom. You can only function being in this kingdom. You don't want to leave this kingdom. You don't want to be in rulership. You don't want to rule with a rod of iron. You don't want to be joint heirs with Yahushua. Instead, you want to be partakers of the wickedness of this kingdom that is really ready set to fall, man. It's really ready to go. It's ready for the taking. Ain't that a damn shame? Here you are, the Lord has given you the best gift that he can possibly give you in this kingdom, and you take it and cast it behind you only to reestablish yourself in the most wickedest kingdom on the planet. But this is what the Lord has done. He has deceived you into believing that the things that you're speaking and doing are the right thing. And that's just another sign that the Lord is getting rid of a lot of people, man. The Lord is getting rid of a lot of people. I clicked on some of these videos. And these people are absolutely out of their damn minds, man. This demon talking about she's well studied and well versed in the biblical Hebrew. And when she read the biblical Hebrew in Hebrew, there was no sign of the transatlantic slave. She's talking all kinds of, all of them, every last one of them. All right? Because you know what? The bulk of these people looked at it as a fad, something new, something exciting. Let me be a part of it. All right? But again, when you come into this thing, man, you got to understand, all hell's going to be put on you. You're not going to be accepted. And once these individuals found that shit out, nah, this ain't for me. And it's not for everybody. That's why you have to truly understand what you're getting involved in. All right? You got to truly understand what you're getting involved in, because this thing is a matter of life and death, man. If you just want to come around and play the part of being all dressed up nice and wearing tassels and fringes, off the arms and armbands and headbands and all kinds of, pretty shit. If you coming into this for that reason, most surely you're bringing a curse upon yourself, a curse of death. All right? So therefore, understand and know that this thing is deadly serious. And anybody out there who now has turned themselves back into the world, there's going to be no help for you. Listen, we at the 2025 started off with a goddamn bang. All right? And for us, it's only going to get better in the sense that the prophecies are starting to fall in line and come quickly. To turn your back right now and to say, oh, I'm not a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. Nah, that's not me. You out of your goddamn mind. That's like a man running a race, right? Let's say he run the 400 meters, and that's one time around a track, and he comes off that last turn where that's a 100-meter stretch, and decides to say, I don't want to race. I don't want to finish the race anymore. That's not, that man. I'll say anybody will never do that. Why? Because first of all, the work that it took to get to this championship race, all right, and to know that you pouring your heart out and getting around this track to the point where shit, I ain't giving up now, right? So being in this truth is the same. Here we are, we on the home stretch, and you niggas is walking off the track. You niggas, I'm not gonna finish that. I don't want to finish that race. Though it be of the Lord that has done this to you, though. But just to put it in perspective, and I speak as a man. Here the race is going on. You coming off that last turn, you in first place. You can see the finish line. Now it's time to pour it on. Get that second win. All right? So as we come into 2025 and all this shit starts popping off, you got cats walking away. You got cats literally walking away talking about this ain't for me. After you done been out in the highways and byways 4, 5, 6, 7 years, teaching and saying whatever, whatever. Now all of a sudden you wake up one morning. That's the Lord. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Lord have you in the spirit one day talking about, yeah, you saw it going down, so on and so forth. And the next day talking about, yeah, I'm no longer Hebrew Israelite. This is why I don't subscribe to that. You got these cats. We don't subscribe. We don't subscribe to the Hebrew Israel. You're going to find out, man. You're going to find out. For all you niggas out there talking about we ain't, the so-called blacks are not Hebrews and all this other madness. Here's what you're doing. You're taking Esau's history, right? And in trying to incorporate it with biblical history. Esau ain't gonna tell you the goddamn truth about who you are. He never will. In his history books, he ain't gonna sit there and tell, the so-called black man, you're the true Jew. He ain't gonna tell you that. But then you people decide to go to his theological schools and all these, programs and trying to learn the history and the basic history of the so-called black man from Africa, all this other. You ain't gonna find it, man. You ain't gonna find it. As far as Esau is concerned, the so-called Negro in America was just nothing but a goddamn slave. He had no part in the history of the world. He's done nothing to help forward the happenings of the world. This is what Esau is going to have you believing. Right? Jeremiah 6:30. Right to the point here. It says, reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord has rejected them. All right? So it's not of your own that you decide that you're going to turn away from being a Hebrew Israelite. The Lord has rejected you. All right? The Lord has rejected you. You need to understand that. You can make all the departure videos you want and say why I left and why I did this and this doesn't make sense. That don't make sense. Well, it wasn't meant for you to understand. That's all there is to it. One dude, this dude here, he said, Adam wasn't an Israelite. You see the confusion? Adam wasn't a Hebrew Israelite. But jackass, he's the progenitor. He is the forefather of us all. All right? He was the one that brought forth the men that came to be Hebrew Israelites. Jackass. Let's wrap this up. This is 2 Peter 2. And the whole chapter's good. But where should I start? Where should I start? Let me start at about 19. No. I'll start at 20. I'll start right at 20. It says, right to the point here. It says, for if after they have escaped the pollution of the world through the knowledge of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, they are again entangled therein. Right. And so how do you escape the pollutions of the world? By being brought into this truth, man. By being born again. By being endowed with the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? That's how you escape the pollutions of this world. Okay? And it says, they are entangled again there. They are again entangled therein and overcome. And the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. So what do you think is going to happen to you people, man? What do you think is going to happen? You think you have been freed? You think you've broken the bonds of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? And now you back into Esau's kingdom? Right? You come back to Esau's kingdom as, refreshed. The Lord's going to get you, man. The Lord is on your ass. All right? You decided to put your hand to that plow. You decided to believe. And now you're going to have to pay up, man. You're going to have to pay up. So therefore, the latter end is worse than the beginning. Because you turned away, you're going to have hell to pay. 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed in her wallowing in the mire. Okay? So that's the base of what's going to happen with you people, man. All you individuals who are so proud to make I'm not a Hebrew Israelite anymore. That's what's going to happen to you. This is what's coming for you. All right? So there's no way around it. Good riddance. The Lord never wanted you. The Lord got rid of you. And we of the hopeful elect continue to, pray that the Lord have mercy on us, that we may be found worthy. All right, so with that, I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, I'm going to see y'all on another one. I'm going to say shalom.